I came to live in Belper about 7 years ago, in a house upon Mill Street, just above Long Row. From the people here in Bow Repair, a welcome I have found. I love this Derwent Valley and the country all around. From the hills above the river you can see the mills below. Built by Strutter, all cried they were harnessing the flow. Cotton, silk and nails have helped to build these towns. The Derwent keeps on flowing, but the mills are all shut down. These houses that we live in were built for workers at the mill. In the stone walls and the alleys I can sense the presence still of children, men and women who lived here long ago, who worked for Jedediah Strutt and helped his profits grow. From Matlock, Bath to Derby, a blueprint came about of water-powered factories that churn the products out. An industrial revolution that set us on our way. 200 years of progress brings us here today. Strutt's mill on the A6 like a castle standing tall. Peregrine falcons nest there high upon the walls. The twitchers come on weekends and gaze up at the sky. There's talk of restoration, the traffic drones on by. In the Unitarian chapel the Strutts are laid at rest, while UNESCO keeps on striving to conserve what's best of an heritage worth saving, an heritage that thrills like the Great Wall of China, like the Derwent Valley mills. Cotton, silk and nails have helped to build this town. Jedediah whispers, don't let my mill fall down. I came to live in Belper about 7 years ago, in a house up on Mill Street, just above Long Row.
The break of a day, our orders came so clearly, we were to march away. Well, they marched us down through Chesterfield, the men were sorely pressed, but they marched us on to Derby to take 3 long months' rest. We hadn't been in Derby 14 days in all, into a maiden's company, the captain he did it for. She was so sweet and handsome, so soft upon the eye, and the captain grew more fond of her as the weeks went slowly by. Time we received better the commands, all for to make us ready to march in a foreign land. The captain eager, fretful and sorely ill he fell. It's all up a peg of a Derby, the girl he loves so well. Well, the captain being venturesome, he goes to her straightway to ask her for her to marry him and to march with him away. But to marry with a soldier, oh, she didn't feel inclined. It's the captain's own misfortune to leave his lover behind. Town of Derby, we left our native shore. Its many's the long campaign, we fought where the thunder and the cannon roar. Well, 8 months being over and 9 months coming on, its pretty peg of a Derby gives birth unto a son. She writes unto the officer, bid him know the same, saying she were free to marry him and take for her his name. But the captain no more mourns for her, and gone is his despair. For with them dogs and my foreign girls, no women can compare.
Final year apprentice in the technician grade of the Rolls-Royce Works in Derby. He fell hopelessly in love with a woman in that town, and they say that her name it was Peggy. Now if I remember rightly, it was 1971. The company went down, and when all the deals were done, there were many out of work, and some they chose to go and seek employment far away from Derby. Now tomorrow I must leave you, Peggy, though my going may not grieve you, Peggy. I'm taking one last chance, won't you come away with me, and I'll take you so far away from Derby. For out in the east they say there's fortunes to be made, and there you could live like a lady. We'd have a house to call our own, a swimming pool and all. Oh, won't you come and share it with me, Peggy? Why ever should I want to go away with you and leave all my friends here in Derby? You know my sister, she got married to an oil man in Bahrain. She says the loneliness out there can drive you crazy. Next morning at the airport he was sad and withdrawn. His mates, they looked at him with pity and scorn. There'll be pretty girls galore when we get to Singapore. They'll soon take his mind off this Peggy. But far from his mind, she never would stay. They say he wrote to her almost every day. Every morning without fail, he'd go and check the mail. But he never got a letter back from Peggy. used to be a young technician engineer, well on the way to a glittering career. Now in a bar in Singapore, he'll beg for one drink more, and he raises his glass to beg of Derby. Why ever should I want to go away with you? Leave all my friends here in Derby. My sister, she got married to an oil man in Bahrain. She says the loneliness out there can drive you crazy.
As I was going to Derby all on a market day, I met the biggest rammy boys that ever was fed on hay.
And indeed, lads, it's true, my lads, I never was known to lie. And if you'd been in Derby, you'd seen the same as I.
He had 4 feet to walk upon, had 4 feet to stand, and every foot that he set down, it covered an acre of land.
And indeed, lads, it's true, my lads, I never was known to lie. And if you'd been in Derby, you'd seen the same as I.
The horns that grew on this ram's head, they grew so very long, and every time he shook himself, they rattled against the sun.
And indeed, lads, it's true, my lads, I never was known to lie. And if you'd been in Derby, you'd seen the same as I.
The wool on this ram's back, my boys, grew so very high. The eagles come and built their nests, and I heard the young ones cry.
And indeed, lads, it's true, my lads, I never was known to lie. And if you'd been in Derby, you'd seen the same as I.
Fed this ram, my lads, he fed him twice a day, and every time he opened his mouth, he swallowed a rick of hay.
And indeed, lads, it's true, my lads, I never was known to lie. And if you'd been in Derby, you'd seen him the same as I.
This ram, he had 2 horns, my lads, that reached up to the moon. Little boy went up in January, and he didn't get back till June.
And indeed, lads, it's true, my lads, I never was known to lie. And if you'd been in Derby, you'd seen him the same as I.
Now this old ram, he had a tail that reached right down to hell, and every time he waggled it, it rung the old church bell.
And indeed, my lads, it's true, lads, I never was known to lie. And if you'd been in Derby, you'd seen him the same as I.
The butcher that stuck this ram, my lads, was up to his knees in blood, and the little boy who held the bull was carried away by the flood.
And indeed, lads, it's true, my lads, I never was known to lie. And if you'd been in Derby, you'd seen him the same as I.
Now all the men in Derby come a-begging for his eyes, to punt up and down the Derby streets, for they were of football size.
And indeed, lads, it's true, my lads, I never was known to lie. And if you'd been in Derby, you'd seen him the same as I.
Took all the boys at Derby to carry away his bones, took all the girls at Derby to roll away his that's a lie.
Indeed, lads, it's true, my lads, I never was known to lie. And if you'd been in Derby, you'd seen him the same as I.
Now the man who fattened this ram, my boys, he must have been very rich, and the man who sung this song must be a lion son of a...
So now my song is ended, I've nothing more to say, but give us another pint of beer and we'll all of us go away.